I want to talk to you today about being a disciple of Jesus. In Luke 9:23, Jesus said to the crowd, "If any of you wants to be my follower, you must give up your own way, take up your cross daily, and follow me." In John 12:24, he said, "I tell you the truth, unless a kernel of wheat is planted in the soil and dies, it remains alone. But its death will produce many new kernels, a plentiful harvest of new lives." How did Jesus die to self? What he did was he spent time with his Father. He spent time with him, listening to his voice and seeing what he was doing as he was praying. And that's what he did, and that's what he said. And from an early age, he learned to do that. He learned to not care about his reputation, to give up his own desires and opinions and his own agenda, and only did do what the Father was doing. And he was willing to do that even up to going to the cross, when he didn't want to go to the cross, but he said, "Father, your will be done." And he went anyway. And in order to follow him, when we accept him into our lives, we gradually allow him to take over and to work through our lives as if he was on the earth doing it himself. That's his goal. And our place is to allow him to do that. And that will only come from intimacy with Jesus, getting to know him, getting to recognize his voice, getting to spend time in his presence and see what he's doing. And then we will know what to do and where to go. Now, I want to share with you a prophetic word God gave me in 2019. He said, "Each one who wants to follow me and be my disciple must make that choice for themselves, regardless of circumstances. Once they're on that path, I can correct their course when necessary, as long as they're willing to accept my instruction and follow me. Each one will have a different path to follow. No two will be alike. Submission to my will is paramount, but I understand there will be fears and doubts to overcome as part of that journey. As these are submitted to me, I overcome them so that the journey can continue. There are those that say no to my instruction and dig their heels in. This hinders my ability to move on their behalf, but when they relent and acquiesce, I will continue the process because I love them. No amount of rebellion will stop my love, but it will hinder my ability to move on their behalf. I never give up on people. I give them every opportunity to make the right choice and get back on track. This is the process. This is discipleship. This is living in the kingdom of God and fulfilling my plan and purpose. Each step is important. There are no shortcuts. What is important? My kingdom and plan, or your pleasure and will? Count the cost. Determine what your values and priorities are. Am I worth it? Is my kingdom worth laying down your life for? Unless a seed falls to the ground and dies, it will not bear fruit. If this speaks to you the way it impacted my life, go to Jesus and ask him to help you to follow him, because he's ready to do that. Ask him to show you the areas where you need to lay down your lives. He will show you that. In fact, he will do the work in us if we are willing to allow him. If we ask him to make us into his image, he will do it. And if that's the case and you're following him, even though you may dig your heels in at time and say no because of fear or because of rebellion, he will stay with you. He will not give up on you, because he knows that sometimes it takes a while for us to know how much he loves us so that we will trust him and follow him. If that's you today, talk to him about it and offer up your lives for him to work through you and in you. If you want to hear more of these messages, click the subscribe button and leave a comment if you have something to say about this. Bye for now.